Hey guys, JD here. So this is the last day of 2024, and guess what? There are some trading mistakes that we just need to leave in 2024. So in this video, we're going to talk about the top 10 trading mistakes that you need to leave in 2024. Let's go deeper. Number one, using indicators. Now, I used to think it was just me and my mentor who hated indicators, but the more I read books, the more I read trading books like Naked Forex, The Best Loser Wins, I find out that these multi-million dollar traders, it's the same thing. Indicators don't work. And the reason is because indicators are all based on time and price, past historical time and price. So they can't help you in the current market condition. So you need to just come to the realization that there is no indicator combination that's going to make you a consistently profitable trader. Number two, Martingale systems. Now my history on Martingale is this. The first time I came across it, I was using a trading robot, and it was built on the Martingale strategy. You know, if I lose on the next trade, it'll double it, so forth, so on, up until I believe 6 losses, which can really add up, okay? But in the beginning, it was great. I took $5,000, it turned it into 10. You could not tell me I hadn't made it, right? You couldn't tell me I hadn't made it until the market condition changed and the robot stopped working, and I was losing money, bleeding money, okay? It was leaving so fast, all right? In the end, the Martingale system seems really good, but over time it will eventually fail. Okay, it is not made for the long term. Its origins go back to the casino. All right, so if you want to gamble, just go to the casino. The Martingale strategy over time is going to fail. Number three, believing in one trade too much. Don't marry trades. My example for this is, I'll never forget when I was trading the news, a report came out. Per what I thought, the news was good, right? The currency should have been going up, but it was going down. But I was like, no, the news is good. It's going to turn around. I moved my stop. Prices was going against me. I said, nope, nope, nope. I believe the news says this currency should be going up, right? I'm going to stick to it. I moved my stop some more. It turned into the worst loss I ever suffered, all because I was believing too much in that one trade. Okay, listen, there's people who say if the trade don't go in their direction right away, they nip it in the bud. Cut your losses, let your winners run. Don't let your losers run. Number four, using positions that are too big or just risking too much. This is a common trading mistake. You hear it all the time, only risk 1 to 3%, yet and still people risk 10%, 15% of their trade. Now, I will admit there's times that it makes sense. Like, hey, if you're just gonna jump in the market with 200 bucks, see what happens. Hey, why nickel and dime it? Go ahead and go heavy, I get it. But when you're dealing with real money, right? And you can make real money from real money, and I mean, you have a nice capital to work with, risking 1 to 2% can pay really well, all right? Don't risk too much, because you never know what trade is going to be the one. All right. You never know what trade is going to be the one. And if your positions are too big, you may get knocked out of the game right before that big winner. And that's Murphy's Law. That's typically what happens. Right. But if you just have a nice small amount each and every trade, you'll see your trading account grow over time. But risking too much, when you win, it's great, right? When you win, it's awesome. The excitement, I mean, it is awesome. But when you risk too much and lose, it is devastating. Number five, not being able to admit you're wrong. Hey, listen, trading is a game of probabilities. You're not gonna always be right, all right? If you are right 60% of the time, you're doing great, okay? You have to be able to say, I did my analysis, I entered the trade, but hey, the market, I wasn't in agreement with the market. You know what? it'd be a good idea for me to switch and go with the market now. All right. If you went long and you lost, think about going short. All right. I know it's hard to switch your mind like that, but you have to accept being wrong. Okay. If the market is clearly proven that it's a downtrend day and you're steady buying, you're steady going counter trend, that's you not accepting that you're wrong. Accept that you were wrong, go with what the market is saying, and you will win way more by just trading with trend and admitting that you were wrong. Number 6, not using a stop loss. There's just no, I mean, this is the one here. This is the one. This is the, out of everything I'm saying today, this is the one you can surely control going into next year. You use a stop loss. Not using a stop loss is crazy. It's just, it's ridiculous, right? It really goes into not wanting to be wrong, not accepting small losses. You think you beating the market by not having a stop loss. Like maybe you say like, hey, if I put in a stop, the broker's a stop loss hunt me, so I don't do it. I don't know. Listen, it's one of the dumbest mistakes traders can make. I'll just be honest. You got to have a stop loss, all right? You got to have an emergency stop. You just have to, because if you don't, you never know what news can come out that you're not prepared for that wipes you out. You never know what hurricane, tornado, war could start that just wipes you out. So if you do not use a stop loss, please, going into next year, you need to highly consider using a stop loss. Number 7, entering a trade without a plan. Hey, listen, the man who doesn't plan is the man who plans to fail. It's as simple as that, right? When you enter the trade, you should know where you're going to put your stop. You should know exactly where you want to enter. You should have a setup. You should have a target, okay? If you know all of that before you pull the trigger, then you're trading with a plan, okay? And professional traders trade with a plan. We don't just take shots, right? We don't just go with our gut. No, the setup has to be there, okay? Once the setup is there, I can determine a target. I can determine a stop loss. All of that is a plan, okay? If you're trading off your gut, if you're trading 10 or 12 different instruments and you just going with your gut, you're not going to have the success you want. If you want to win in trading, trade with a plan. Number 8, following people's advice blindly. Hey, listen, there's a lot of noise on YouTube here, right? There's a lot of noise on the internet. But the one thing I've always enjoyed, one thing I've always told people is, don't take my word for it. Go to a demo account, right? Look for a second entry, look for a higher low, look for a wifey trade, look for a range fade. Prove me out. I've always told people that. You know, you don't have to just take my word blindly, right? If I come across a new strategy or a new tip or a new something, I don't just run out on a live account and try it. No, right? This is why we have demo. It's awesome, right? Don't just take anyone's word for it blindly. Go on a demo account first. Don't risk real money trying stuff out. Number 9, strategy jumping. Hey, listen, this is huge, okay? Out of everything that I've shared today, this one right here is really, really huge. Here's why. If you jump from strategy to strategy, course to course, mentor to mentor, you need to realize this. Every time you jump to a new strategy, you're starting from the ground floor, right? Everything you've learned, you kind of can scratch, because the new strategy, you have to give that time to work. So if you keep going from strategy to strategy, you can spend years or more, decades or a decade still not getting the results you want, simply because you keep jumping from strategy to strategy. But traders who pick one strategy, plant their flag, learn everything they can, decide to master it, pick one thing they're going to trade, and stick to it for 6 to 12 months, start making money. That's it. If you choose something, stick to it 6 to 12 months, you're probably going to start making money. So if you go with price, if you plant your flag on price action like I did, learn it to trade it the way I do. In 6 to 12 months, you're probably going to be making money, but you got to stick to it. And number 10, sticking with a bad broker. We all have done it, you know, and you don't think it's a big thing, but if the spreads are large with the broker you're at, and my broker has spreads that I don't even know what they are because they're so small, over the course of 12 months, even if we trade at the same exact amount, we win the same exact strike rate, at the end of the year, I'm going to make money because I paid less in broker fees, right? Or I paid less on the spread. So don't stick with a bad broker. It's kind of just how, like I just put down pocket option, because hey, I can make more money in Forex, I can make more money in futures, and they could be shady. They're quote unquote, to me right now, a bad broker. So why stick with them? You have to make those tough calls sometimes. And there's things that we like about brokers who we've been with. Sometimes it's just a comfort situation. You've been there, you know, you're used to the withdrawal process, or you're used to the chart that you're on. It can be tough. But listen, if you're with a bad broker, highly consider getting with a better one heading into 2025. All right. That was the 10 terrible trading mistakes that you need to leave in 2024. It's a new year tomorrow. It's a new day. All right. I'm super excited for things that I'm bringing to my trading community. I completely updated the course. It's already set, ready to go. All right. We're ready to launch tomorrow into 2025. All right. Ooh, it just made me shake. We ready. That's all I can tell you. We are ready. I just, you know, I'm into, I use funded challenges, and hey, listen, I just passed 2 funded challenges in 16 days using the update. It's the same strategy I've been using, but just with a little extra new tool. Just with this extra new tool, extra little tweak. All right. I just passed a funded challenge, 2 of them. Let me say, no, I passed 2 funded challenges in 16 days. All right. It took me 6 days to pass one, and then 5 days to pass the other one. And then the weekends I didn't get to trade, right? And then there was some holidays in there, but I passed 2 of them in 16 days. And so now I'm going into 2025 the way I wanted to, with, you know, my goal on funded accounts, and I can link them together and bam, let's get it. Okay. And so that's for the futures market, but we got some exciting stuff also coming for the Forex market. So we are locked and loaded, baby. And so we ready to roll. I hope you guys had a great 2024. All right. I hope you stick to the channel, continue to like, continue to share, continue to comment. All right. And stay locked in, because 2025 is going to be awesome. All right. I just feel it in my spirit. You know, everything has come into alignment at just the perfect time. All right. If you're new to this channel, you found it at just the perfect time. All right. And so, hey, I'm wishing everybody a happy new year. Let's go into 2025 on trading fire, and let's keep it going all year long. All right. If you need to learn how to trade, check the link in the description. Take a look at that course. It's fire. All right. Until next time, until next year, this is JD. And as always, I wish you increase on the sudden. Bye-bye.